What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing. I healed my way out of it, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers and the techniques that some of these leaders use in multi-level marketing. Ooh, we got a live one today. We've got a live one. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. If you are somebody that's in an MLM or in this company, I'm so glad that you are here. And I hope that you are able to just watch and just know that everything, all the feelings that you're going to feel are valid. I remember when I first came across anti-MLM content, I was angry, and that's cognitive dissonance. So I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but if that is you, you're welcome here. If you are somebody that's been around for a while, thank you so much for being here. I just cannot thank you guys enough for everybody subscribing. And by the way, if you have not subscribed, feel free to do that now. For the comments, for the interaction, for the likes, all of that stuff. I appreciate it so much. And it's been really fun, really exciting watching this channel grow, because I really do feel like we're doing that together. So thank you guys for that. If you'd like to connect with me on social media, here's my handle, Instagram and TikTok, pretty much. Merch, podcasts, all the other things. You can find that link in the video description. This is a little bit longer of a video, so I want to stop running my mouth right now. Anyways, let's get to it. This is a team training that was sent to me, and I'm really excited because it's a new company and I have not seen a lot of videos on this company, but this is with the Velovita. I don't know why I always want to say Velveeta. That's not me like being ugly. That's just, I think of processed cheese. Anyways, this is that company called, or that has this little snap things, the little gimmicky delivery system. And we're gonna learn today how to close the sale without using scripts. She's not a fan of scripts. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab whatever it is that you need. We're gonna get through this together, and I will fast forward any parts that are kind of slow. That's the only editing as far as her video that I will be editing out. Okay, let's go.
Hello, you guys. It's hump day huddle time. Oh my goodness. Why is this weird? This is like really bugging me, the way that this thing is holding my phone, but it's fine. We're just going to roll with it. Guys, I know this is a little bit off, scheduled a little bit off. We normally do this at 6 o'clock Central, but the husband he's a coach and basketball season has started. So he is at a game right now, which means I'm flying solo with the kids, and one of the kids is not having it. So I was like, while I've got a moment of peace, I'm going to hurry up, hop on here and give you guys some goods. Hello, Katie. I saw your post, our newest, ambassador. Katie, congratulations. Oh, that reminds me. I want everybody to give a positive, right? Something positive that has happened this week that you want to shout yourself out for. Could be anything. Could be new customers. Could be new members. Could be a new rank. Could be something as simple as you got out of your comfort zone, that you went live, you made a TikTok, you did stories, you stayed consistent, whatever it is, shout yourself out. Let's start it off with some positives, but
let's start it off with some toxic positivity and some love bombing of the newest distributor. Yes.
I think that first of all, I do want to say too, that there is a lot going on right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. Mary and Richard talked about it a little bit on the Monday night call, but I know those are not recorded, and some of you may have missed it, but we talked about the promo going on right now. that is the rank up promo, where you can hit star, all-star, rock star, superstar, all the ranks with cycles, with it, stretching it out within 4 weeks, which is super exciting. We also have the Serve and Slay group, that the sneak peek group that just started today, kicked that off this morning. So if you want to participate in that is happening right now. You can still get people in and invite them. But
if you guys have any information about that promo, I don't know if this is an older video. I have no idea. So if this is an older video, let me know if you guys have any information. And I love how I remember when I was in an MLM, it always felt very chaotic. It felt like there was a lot going on all of the times, all the time. And in my opinion, that is a tool that a lot of these leaders use, whether it's intentional or not, to prevent people from seeing what's really going on. But she's like, there's a lot going on. She literally mentioned 2 things. That, in my opinion, does not seem like a lot going on. I mean, when you pair those extra 2 things, I guess I could see it this way. When you pair with those 2 things with running, an MLM, I'm using the term business very loosely, the spinning plates, that I'm literally going to mention the spinning plates every single time, because it makes so much sense to me. And so many of you have been like, yes, it's exactly what it felt like. There is a lot going on, because you're trying to maintain everything. You're trying to do all the things, like they say, like I used to say, all the things.
In the midst of all of this stuff happening, I wanted to hop on here and kind of give you guys some verbiage of what I say to close sales, right? Exactly what I say to people to close sales. Because here's the deal. I'm not a huge fan of scripts, okay?
If you're not a huge fan of scripts, that's cool. But you literally just said, I'm going to tell you exactly what I do, what I say. I'm going to give you the verbiage to close the sale. That's a script. Your people are writing it down. It's a script. Ma'am?
I am not a huge fan of scripts at all, because a lot of times what happens is people will take that exact script, they will copy it, they will paste it, and they'll put it in a messenger. And every single time, you guys, I'm telling you, that never comes off right. People can smell when it's not genuine. People can.
What do you think your team members are going to do with this training? They're going to write down everything you say, and then they're going to copy and paste how you close people. We're not starting off well, in my opinion.
Tell when it's just a copied and pasted message. People can smell it from a mile away, okay? They know that you're not interested in them. They know that you're just in there, you're talking to them in Messenger for a sale, and they can smell it, guys. It's called commission breath, okay?
Did she literally just admit everything that we know to be true? Of course, based off our experience. That it's really, the relationship building is just about closing the sale? Wow.
And it stinks, all right? So you don't want to have commission breath. You don't want, and this is why I don't do a lot of scripts, because a lot of times that's what happens. What I want you guys to understand is that talking to people you got to get out of your head about it. There should be a flow to the conversation, and I'm going to share that flow with you here. And as you learn more sales and just sales in general, the conversation is going to become a lot easier for you, and the flow is going to come a lot naturally. And guys, I'm going to tell you what too. The more conversations you have, the easier this is going to be. Practice makes perfect every single time. Okay, you're not going to be amazing at it at first, with the flow of the sales conversation, and that's okay. That's no big deal. The more conversations you have, the more you follow the flow, the more it's going to become just a second nature kind of thing, and you're going to be closing people left and right, but it just takes time. And it takes
first of all, conversations flow when there's not an underlying agenda. If I'm just having a conversation with somebody and I'm not trying to close them, I'm not building a relationship because I'm trying to close them or recruit them onto my team, conversations flow naturally. So I find it interesting that she's using the word, and by the way, don't send this person any hate. If you know who it is, I'm highlighting the behavior. I'm highlighting the training so that when you get messages like this, you can identify them. Okay. She's basically taking the word flow and she's replacing the word script with flow. So, people can smell that commission breath from a mile away. They don't like it. They don't like it. But if you follow the flow that I'm going to give you today, they're scripts, ma'am. These are scripts that you're giving your people. You're just used a different word, which we know MLMers like to do. They like to, change words. For instance, multi-level marketing, network marketing, social retail, those types of things.
Understanding and learning the flow, and understanding too, guys, get out of your head when you're talking to people. 9 times out of 10, you guys are in the back of your head when you're talking to somebody. You're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to say too much. Oh my gosh, should I tell them the ingredients? Should I add them to the script? What should I do? I don't know. And you freak yourself out, right? Drop a 1 in the comments if this is sounding familiar to you, okay? You freak yourself out, and then you ruin the conversation because you're too in your head about it, guys. Every person that you talk to, you should just talk to them as if they are your best friend. If your best friend came to you and asked you, hey, what is that thing that's in your mouth? How would you respond to them? You would be casual, right? Because at the end of the day, if they say no, who cares? They're still your best friend, right? Who cares? Let go of the outcome. All right?
You know what? It's so interesting to me when they say this. Marry the process, divorce the outcome. Well, that's kind of hard to do when this picture has been painted for you that you could make this substantial income in this company, in whatever MLM company, and you're trying to follow their systems, which is basically messaging people, right? And so you're messaging people and you're getting a bunch of no's because people are waking up to what MLM really is. And the anti-MLM movement is getting much louder. So people are aware of what this is and know what questions to ask. So they're getting a lot more no's. I would say probably, in my opinion, more than they used to. And you're manipulating them, in my opinion, to keep messaging, even though that they're getting these no's, even though, they're probably questioning. This is just a manipulation tactic, is really what I'm seeing here. Again, in my opinion. Yikes.
Let go of the outcome because it doesn't matter. If
it doesn't matter. How are you supposed to maintain the rank? How are you supposed to make the income? How are you supposed to be helping people? Because y'all are in the people business. How are you supposed to be doing any of that if the outcome of this conversation, based on a fake relationship that you're trying to close somebody either on your product or joining the team, how does that outcome not matter?
The biggest thing that I can tell you is the more you have these conversations, the easier it's going to get, the more natural it's going to get, the more second nature it's going to get. And you are going to be able to close more sales, be able to close more members on your team. And really at the end of the day, guys, what we do, I know that everybody wants to do the thing on social media where it's like, I'm not a salesman. I just share things. Guys, you're a salesperson.
And let's see your closing ratio. Let's see how many people you message and how many people you close. Let's see that. I would love to see that. Absolutely, yes.
What we do is sales. And it has like a weird thing to it because everybody gets all in their head about that too. They're like, ooh, I don't want to be a salesperson. Like it's a bad thing. Guys, you sell people on things every single day. You sell people on things every single day. Your husband that didn't want to go watch that movie that you wanted to watch and you convinced him to go do it, you sold him on that movie, okay? Your kid that didn't want to eat the broccoli off their plate and you...
I was waiting for this example. You sell your kids on eating their vegetables every single day. You sell your kids on cleaning up their room every single day. Well, maybe not every single day, but you're in, if you're a parent, you're in sales. You're perfect for this.
Convince them to do it because it was going to make them big and strong or whatever. They get a cookie afterward or whatever the case may be. You sold them on that broccoli. You guys picking up what I'm putting down? We sell things every single day in everyday life. But you get in your head about it. Okay?
You get in your head about it because you know that MLMs prey on people, in my opinion. You get in your head about it because this is not a regular sales job. In a regular sales job, you aren't required to recruit people. People feel some type of way about that. So the people that are on this training that are questioning that, or those of you that are in an MLM that are watching this video, you're in your head because deep down, that cognitive dissonance that you are experiencing while on some of these trainings probably is screaming at you that you know that this isn't right. You're looking at the money that you're not making probably, because over 99% of people in multi-level marketing companies, according to the FTC, does not make any money or they lose money. So that's where this hesitation comes from. You think that you're in a traditional sales job, but you're not. You're in the business, in my opinion, of recruiting your competition and then trying to sell to the same markets. No.
The more you do this, the more conversations you have, the more you practice this flow that I'm going to teach you, the easier it's going to become. Okay? Hello, you guys. All right, so here is kind of how my conversations go every single time. And this flow really goes for customers or for members. I'll give you a couple of examples of both, but I want you guys to follow this particular flow whenever you're talking to people. You don't have to write it down word for word, okay? Like,
oh, I'm going to make a prediction. Somebody on here, I don't have access to the chat and that's totally fine, but I bet you anything, somebody is going to be typing and say, oh, don't worry about writing it down. Just copy it. So-and-so put it in the chat. You guys let me know. I'll be surprised if that does not happen. I will be very surprised if that doesn't happen, but we'll see. We'll see. Don't worry. You don't have to write it down, word for word. Well, why are we on this training then? If you're not going to tell your, know what I'm saying?
Like I said, it's not scripts. It's you don't want to copy and paste this, the whole thing. It's just the flow of the conversation. Okay. And it's going to make a huge, huge difference. So let's say a lead, I'm going to do customer first. Let's say a lead comes to me. All right. Either I have talked to somebody and suggested that they take a look at this, or they have come to me through my stories, through my posts, maybe through TikTok, whatever the case may be. A customer comes and they say, what is that you're using? Give me some information. Tell me more about this, right? At that point, I say the same thing every single time. I say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you...
I bet you she says something like, what do you know about snaps? What do you know about insert MLM product that's not actually the name of the product that people go, no, I've never heard of that. Oh my God, yes, here it comes. I'm waiting for it.
You want more information about this? Let me know a little bit about what you're struggling with, and then I can help you a little bit better. I can give you a better recommendation. That's it. Now, where a lot of people get hung up is they want to be like, oh, well, this is brain and this is lean and this is youth and this is what they do. And here's the ingredients for this and here's the ingredients for this and here's this and blah, 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 blah. When you do that, you are wee-weeing on people, okay? Do we know what wee-weeing is? In sales, in sales we call it the wee-wee dance, okay? What you are doing is you are word vomiting on people. You are saying, we have these ingredients and we have this packaging and we have this and we have this and we. You're wee-weeing on people. People do not like to be wee-weed on, okay? So instead of word vomiting all of this stuff and overwhelming them, guys, an overwhelmed mind will always say no, okay?
And that's why so many people in multi-level marketing have such a hard time. One of the many reasons they're overwhelmed. Do this, this training, last minute training. Oh my God, emergency Zoom. Oh, by the way, we're all going to get together this weekend. And it's absolutely chaotic. So yes, you are correct. An overwhelmed mind does nothing. Absolutely.
Don't overwhelm them. When you come at them with like this fire hose of information, they're like, hey, tell me some more about this. And you're like, oh, okay. Bah! And you just word vomit all this information. They're like, oh my God. And then they disappear. Has that ever happened to you? Drop a 2 in the comments.
Does anybody else feel like this is exactly what happens to new distributors on, I don't want to generalize, but I'm going to say most MLM teams where they have all of these systems and all of these things to do and new distributor training and they have all of these Zooms and all this craziness. I feel like she's just describing literally new distributors and how they feel. They get fire hosed all the time. And then they, a lot of times, don't do anything. Oh God, this is bad.
Comments if that's ever happened to you. Whenever I first got started in this industry, that was my biggest problem. I'm a nerd, naturally. I wanted to suck up all the information, and that's exactly what I did. And then I would go and I would regurgitate all of that information on everybody when they didn't necessarily ask for it. I would overwhelm them and it would be over, right? Don't do that. What you want to do is ask them how you can help them first. And then just listen.
That is so weird. I know I'm pausing this a lot. I just have a lot to say, you guys. So it is what it is. I find that really odd. You have somebody that's coming to you and asking what it is that you're showing in your stories or whatnot. They're like, hey, what is this? And then you're asking them more questions. Most people are going to get really irritated and go, forget it. No. I'm not going to do that. Well, tell me how I can help you. Tell me how I can serve you. What is it you're looking for? Most people are not going to open up to people that they don't know. Ew. I don't like it.
Said something earlier today. We were on a Zoom and he said earlier today, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. It's very true.
That is so profound.
You should do more listening than you do talking in sales, okay? Plain and simple. So when someone comes to me, wants information, I say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you want some information about this. And a lot of times the conversation starts too from my stories. When I use them in my stories and they see that I've got the snap in my mouth, almost every single time, guys, like clockwork, someone is in my DMs and they say, what's that card in your mouth? Almost every single time, guys. This is why I love this. The packaging itself creates curiosity without you even having to do anything.
Because it's a gimmick. So now that you guys know this, when you see them in your story, in their stories, I should say, now you know what they are. They're an MLM product.
Right? So what's that card in your mouth? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you want to know about this. So this is actually Brain. It's a nootropic supplement that I take that helps me with energy, motivation, focus, like all the things. Listen, I would love to tell you more about it. Let me know what you're struggling with. What are you dealing with? What do you need help with right now? And I can give you a better recommendation. Then stop talking and let them tell you what they need. Guys, sales is problem solving. You're giving them a solution to their problem. But you have to find out what their problem is first before you can help them. Does that make sense? So that's the very first thing I say. And I want to preface all this by saying too, voice message. I voice message everything if it's at all possible. Okay. And here's why. Because anybody can read anything any type of way. And it's a lot easier to ignore a written message than it is to ignore a voice message. Why? Because they don't know what you're saying. They have to listen to it first, right? It's really easy.
My God, the manipulation in that. Oh, I'm getting very much the vibes of like 3 or 4 voice messages in a row. Are you guys getting that too? Hey, what are those cards in your mouth? Immediately sends like 3 or 4 voice messages, and somebody goes, oh God, I don't. They're like a minute long each too on Instagram, right? No.
To ignore when someone's typed something out, right? But a voice message is completely different. They have to open it and they have to listen to it. When they hear your voice, you instantly become a human. You become a real person at that point, and they feel like they have to continue the conversation with you. It's a psychological thing, right?
I'd love to see the sources. Like I'd love for you to cite your sources on that. It's a psychological thing. Did you read that out of a personal development book? I'm just curious. Yikes.
If someone came up to them, if you came up to them in person on the street and said something to them and they didn't say anything to you and they just walked the other way, that would be hella rude, right? So when they hear your voice, it's hard for them to not answer because we're conditioned to do that, right? So always use voice message. It makes the conversion rate so much higher, okay?
Let's see your conversion rate. I want to see it.
So they want information. I say, let me know what you're struggling with. Then they tell me what they're dealing with. At that point, when they tell me exactly what they're dealing with, I'm going to use an example. I'm really struggling with energy right now. Boom. I know that the brain is going to help them with energy, motivation, focus, all the things. I know that the youth could give them a little bit of a boost because of the nitric oxide. I know that the Zleam is going to help them with their energy as well, because if they're sleeping better at night, they're going to have it even supports rejuvenated mornings, right? So I know how these products can help their specific problem. And so that's what I do. I go directly into, I'm going to tell you what, the brain has been an absolute game changer for my energy. Share a little bit about how the specific product has helped you, right? I could sit here and I could say all the ingredients and all the things and everything that it does and blah, blah, blah. No one cares. What they care is it going to help their problem? Share your story. I'm going to tell you what, I was a tired mom. Like literally, I've got 2 autistic kids, one of which has a sleep disorder. Energy was lacking, okay? And these brain snaps, I use them every single morning. And I am able to get through my day. Even if my daughter has had a rough night, I'm able to get through my day, high energy, and I feel amazing. The focus is amazing. The energy is amazing, but it's not like a jittery energy. It's a chill energy, right?
I feel like she's describing every MLM product. These are the same claims that almost every MLM product, every company makes. They're all starting to sound the same. They're all starting to make the same claims, in my opinion. They're all starting to carry similar products. Oh my God.
It's like someone turned the lights on in my brain. I would love to show you some information and some testimonies from other people who have been helped with this brain as well. We have a group over on Facebook.
Oh, here comes add tag message. Add them to the group, tag them in the post, message them and follow up. Oh my God.
called Love It Life Reimagined, and has tons of testimonials in it. I would love to show you some of those. At that point, that is when I do ATM. Okay? ATM. If you're not familiar with ATM, add tag message. That's the system that we have in place here. Okay? So as soon as I say, hey, brain has helped me with energy, I would love to show you some testimonials, that's when I'm going to add them to Love It Life Reimagined. I then send the link to that group there in Messenger so that they have easy access to it.
If you're in that group, message me. Okay, thanks.
Because they have to accept the invite to be able to see anything in there. And then I let them know that I'm going to add them. As soon as they are in there, I tag them in things that are specific to their problem, right? And what you can do is inside that group, go to the search bar, type in their specific problem, whatever it is, right? We're using energy as an example. I'll type in low energy, or I'll type in energy even, just plain old energy. And all of these testimonials are going to pop up for that specific thing. I'm going to then tag them in 2 or 3 things, okay? 2 or 3 things, that's it. You don't want to overwhelm them by tagging them in 58 different posts, right? That's too much. An overwhelmed mind always says no, okay? So I tag them in 2 or 3 things so they can take a look, and then I message them. Add them, tag them, message them. I message them and I say, hey, I just tagged you in a couple of energy testimonies, tagged you in a video about the brain product. Whenever you're going to have a chance to look at that, I know it's going to blow your mind. When do you think you're going to have a chance to take a look at that?
The eyebrow raise with that. This is straight out of the Eric Worre Network Marketing Pro playbook. When do you think you'll be able to watch that? Oh, okay. Maybe tonight at, after the kids go to bed. Oh, okay. So if I message you around 8:30, you will have watched it by then. Yeah. Okay, cool. Instantly goes to the phone, sets a reminder for that time period, and messages this person back. Hey, what did you think of the video? What was your favorite part? Here we go.
I leave it open-ended. I ask them when they're going to take a look, and then I let them set the follow-up time. Okay? Let them set the follow-up time. And then whatever time they say, that's when you're going to follow up with them. And be a professional, right? You're a CEO. You're a boss. This is a business. Treat it like a business. When they say, hey, I'm going to look at it right now, you're going to check back in with them in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. If they say, hey, I'm going to look at it tonight after I put my kids to bed, you're going to check in with them. If they say, hey, I'm going to look at it tomorrow after I get off work, you're going to check in with them at that point. And when I check in with them, when I follow up with them, voice message again, and I say, hey, did you have a chance to take a look at the stuff that I tagged you in, the info that I tagged you in? And when they say, yeah, I took a look, I say this question every single time, you guys. I say, awesome. What was your favorite thing? What was your favorite thing?
I feel like it's very important that you guys understand that I have not watched this video at all. I have not. I should have mentioned this at the beginning. This is a completely blind reaction. Oh, I have no words.
What resonated with you? What did you like best? Why do I ask them these questions? Why do I ask this question every single time? I'm keeping the conversation positive, right? They've seen the information. They've seen the testimonials in the group, right? Now I'm asking them what their favorite thing was. Number 1, it keeps the sales conversation positive, okay?
And helps to avoid the how much, which is what a lot of people are looking at, especially with the pandemic and quarantine and the job situation and all the things that have been going on for people financially. She's trying to, in my opinion, keep these people focused on, as she refers to, the positive, the benefits. She's trying to paint the picture that the benefit outweighs the risk, but they don't even know yet how much it costs. So I'd venture to say she has a lot of people that are probably saying, oh, the energy and the focus. And she's like, fantastic. So I'm actually very interested to see how she goes about closing people, because there are so many people, because I've looked at this website, I've looked at the pricing. I may or may not discuss it here. We may do another video on them. I kind of want to do a deep dive. I've been working on that anyways, but this was sent to me and I thought it was a perfect opportunity for us to have this conversation about this company. So let's keep going.
Remember, there's a flow to this conversation. You are the guide here. You are in control of this sales conversation. And you can guide it whatever way you want it to go. All right? I like to keep my conversations positive. So I say, what was your favorite thing? Automatically, they're thinking of all the things that they liked. They're thinking of all of the things that they were like, oh, that's interesting. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing, right? They're thinking of all the things that they loved. So 2 things are happening. Number 1, the conversation is staying positive. Number 2, when they're telling me all the things that they loved, they are selling themselves on this product. I don't have to say anything because they have seen the information. And when they're telling me all of the things, I love this. I love, I love that people, people have replaced their coffee with this. I love that, moms are able to, get energy with this. I love the testimonial about blah, 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 blah. They're telling me all the things that they love, and I'm listening. I'm listening to what is going to be the solution to their problem. And then I say, that's amazing. That's all the things that I liked too. Sounds like you're ready to grab some. That's it.
Oh, it's so casual. So casual. Sounds like you're ready to grab some. We haven't discussed price in any sales career, if you will. You discuss price. Oh man, I hope she gets into like handling money objections, because in my opinion, I feel like they're going to be pretty bad. We shall see.
That's it. It's simple. Sounds like you're ready to grab some. I ask for the sale. And this is where a lot of you guys have an issue with the sales conversation. This is where it starts to go south, because you don't ask for the sale. Guys, you don't get what you don't ask for. Okay? Every single time, you do not get what you do not ask for. All right? Ask for the sale. Be bold. They came to you for the information. They wanted the information from you. You gave them the information. They're telling you all the reasons that why they like it. It is up to you to then guide the conversation, ask for the sale. Okay? So I say, hey, it sounds like you're ready to grab some. 1 of 2 things is going to happen. They're going to say, yeah, I would love to try this. Then you can go into telling them about VFill discount and sending them your link and getting them signed up as a customer, right? Or they're going to say, well, I'm not really sure. Now's the time to overcome objections. And guys, overcoming objections is a normal part of the sales conversation. That is 100% normal. What a lot of times people do when they're very green in the industry is as soon as someone comes up with an objection, they're just like, oh, well, they're never going to buy it. And they give up and they quit. Guys, people are going to have objections. That is normal. That is totally normal. They're going to have objections.
If she says objections are really just questions, I'm going to lose it. I feel like honestly, you guys, I'm going to find some, but I used to do trainings just like this. I used to talk just like her. Objections are just questions that people need answered before they're ready to buy. Oh my God. This is bad.
This is about the product. They're going to have objections about joining as a member. That's human nature. What your job is in this part of the conversation is to guide them to a decision. I didn't say it to a yes, right? I didn't say to a yes. The outcome doesn't matter. You have to let go of the outcome, whether they say yes or no or whatever, doesn't matter. You are guiding them to a decision. Either you want some or you don't. It's not the right time for you, whatever. You're guiding them to a decision. We don't do maybes.
Oh my God, that is so aggressive. We don't care about the outcome. We don't care about maybes. Wow.
We don't do maybes, right? So the way that you're going to be able to do this is if they're like, well, I don't know yet, then you're going to ask, okay, on a scale of 1 to 5, and I like to use the scale 1 a lot, and you don't have to use the scale 1, I just like to use it. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being absolutely hell no, I'm not getting this product, and 5 being, yeah, I want to get some right now.
Most people are going to answer 3.
Where are you? Let them answer. If they're like, 4, 3, whatever. Awesome. You can work with that, right? Then you're going to say, totally understand. What information do you need to help me get you to a 5? What information do you need? How can I support you in making a decision right now? Right?
Oh my God, the fake support. Listen, we all know this is just about the sale, whether it's a customer or a distributor. You just listen, click the button, order the thing, let's go. That's all this is. Oh God, the language around this, it feels very loaded to me, in my opinion. How can I support you in this? This is very much giving me the vibes of, we're in the people business. Yes, you are in the people business, AKA the recruiting business. It's fake support, in my opinion. It's fake relationships, in my opinion. It's, oh, I don't like it. Icky. I just said icky. Yeah.
You are helping to guide them to a decision. Then they're going to tell you, well, I don't know about the cost. I don't know about, if it's cost, you can then talk about VFill discounts, 10% off. You could talk about 25% off coupon. You could talk about the customer loyalty program, right? Where they're getting even bigger discounts the longer they're on their VFill. You can talk about all kinds of things, right? You can help them overcome that money objection. Not to mention, guys, the cost of this stuff, if it's replacing their Starbucks that they're having every day, they're saving.
Oh my God. I think I've heard that very same, I don't even know what to call it, statement since 2007. Go have the Starbucks, go have the Dutch Brothers, go have the, what is it called in Canada? Tim Hortons. Go have the coffee if that's what you want. You don't need an MLM product. Here's what I really, genuinely, here's what I really think. If people didn't spend money on an MLM product and they hired a professional, maybe that looks like a dietitian, maybe that looks like a dietitian and a personal trainer, you would see better results, in my opinion. You would have healthier results and you would be healthier over the long term. There it is. You would be much healthier. These MLM products are only a temporary thing. Anytime you change your diet, you're going to see changes in your body, in your sleep, in your energy. You don't need an MLM product to do any of this stuff.
Even money, right? If they're like, oh, well, I don't know about, whatever. I can't even think of an objection off the top of my head, but whatever objection they have, help them overcome it. Okay. Answer their question, give them more information if they need it, and then go from there. And remember too, guys, your uplines are there for three-way conversations. Your uplines are there to help you to overcome these objections.
Let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about three-way conversations. How many of you can drop in the comments, how many of you have ever been on the receiving end of one of these three-way conversations? I used to absolutely hate doing three-way conversations because it's immediately 2-on-1. And nobody has the best interest of the potential customer, in my opinion. It's really just about closing the sale. It's a high pressure situation. It's very, very, very uncomfortable. I don't like it. I mean, I can remember being involved in three-way conversations when I was being recruited by a high school friend into Arbonne way back. And I remember thinking, I don't know who this person is. Why is this person answering my questions? I didn't come to them with these questions. I came to you because we've been talking. Do you know what I mean? So if you've ever been involved in a three-way conversation through an MLM distributor, just drop what your experiences were like, because my hope with us talking about this specifically is that some of these people that are in MLMs will say, oh, okay, they like, here's the other side. I talk about that a lot, really what we want as the anti-MLM movement is for the other side, meaning income disclosure statements, those types of things. By the way, go to mlmchange.org, submit your comments, submit, based off your experiences in MLM, or if you see income claims specifically, go to mlmchange.org and report them. And let's help the FTC hopefully standardize some of this so that people have the information that they need, rather than taking the word from the distributor on, oh, well, it's so easy. You can rank up and you can make this and you can do that. Look at what I have. If I can do it, you can do it. That's not going to work. No, we want to provide the other side. So if people choose to join an MLM, all right, they choose to join an MLM, but at least they're fully informed on what it is that they're joining and how much they're actually going to make, versus all the lifestyle and income posts and claims that we see on social media. mlmchange.org. Anyways, let's keep going. But that's my hope. My hope is for people to see that are currently doing three-way conversations for their MLM will actually read some of the comments and go, I had no idea that it made people that uncomfortable. It does. Don't do it. No.
Use three-way chats. Obviously give your upline a heads up. Don't just throw people in three-way chats willy-nilly, right? Give your people a heads up and say, hey, I've got this girl that's got questions about, the ingredients. Not really sure how to answer them. Let them know what's going on and then jump into a three-way chat, right?
That's not how that conversation goes with the upline. What's told to the upline is, hey, I have this person that, really wants the focus and the energy or whatever, but they're really hung up on the price. And I don't know how to handle this. And then the upline comes in and starts to work on the objection. Oh God.
But that is essentially the way that the conversation goes. Once you've helped them overcome objections, then you're going to send them your link and do all the sign up stuff, right? Or if it comes to a no and it's not time for them yet, don't discount them, right? Because a no just doesn't, it means not right now. Not that it's a no forever. It just means not right now. So you're going to, in 60 days, 90 days, touch base with them again, right? Just put them on your longer follow-up list. No big deal, right? But that's the way that the flow should go for a customer, okay? That's the way that the conversation should go. If they want info, I help you. What are you struggling with? And then whenever they tell you what they're struggling with, then you can get them in the group, tag them in testimonials regarding their specific problem, and then go from there. Okay? Super, super simple, guys. And it's not specific scripts. Like I said, you can jot down notes of what I've said too, but it's really a flow to the conversation and utilizing our systems, guys. Our systems are in place so that you don't have to be the expert, so that you don't have to memorize every single ingredient, so you don't have to memorize every single piece of the comp plan. All of these systems are in place so that you don't have to be the expert, because every single person that is talking to you, whether it's a customer or whether it's a member, they are thinking in their head, can I do this too? And if you make it look like you got to know every single thing about the products, about the business, about whatever, what that's going to do is make them think, oh, well, that's really good for her, but I could never do that. I could never remember all this stuff. I could never, name all the ingredients. I could never talk about all this, blah, blah, blah. All you're doing is showing them that it's too hard. The key to this business is,
and there it is. It always comes back to recruiting. I have not done a deep dive yet on this comp plan, so I would venture to say that you make more through recruiting. I'm not sure if they offer recruiting bonuses or not. However, you get paid off of what people sell. So it always comes back to recruiting. Always.
making this look easy, utilizing systems to make this look doable for people. And it is doable for people, but you got to stop trying to be the expert. Okay? Every single time, guys, I could recite all the things of the comp plan. I could, tell everybody all the things. And you know what I do every single time? Do you know why I'm a top recruiter here in this company? Is because I point them to the groups every single time. I ATM them every single time. Start utilizing our systems, guys. I'm telling you, they work. Okay. So
I bet the reason that she's the top recruiter is, and I don't know this, so this is just my opinion. I'm not saying this as a fact, but the people that tend to recruit the most got into the company early, have a larger social media following, and or they came from different companies and are bringing teams over. So I don't know.
if it's a member, it's essentially the same thing, guys. It really is. It's essentially the exact same conversation. Only thing you're doing is you are changing it, the group that you're ATMing, and you're just changing a little bit of the verbiage. That's all. Okay.
It's the same thing because the distributors are the customers.
So if I put out stories or a post or go live about it or whatever, someone comes to me and there's like, hey, tell me more about what it is that you do. Same thing, voice message. Oh my gosh, I would love to fill you in on all the things. Hey, listen, this is a brand spanking new biohacking company, ground floor, literally just had our launch event at the end of February and it has taken off.
She got in early.
Like a rocket ship. This has been a game changer for me. I absolutely love it. But here's the deal. We have a group over on Facebook that has all of the information, right? It's got information about the comp plan, information about the business opportunity, information about the products, all the things. And I would love to get you in there and get you the info. I'm going to add you right now and tag you in a few things so you can take a look. Okay. Then I add them to Live Amplified. And then which in this case, actually right now, you could be inviting some people to our event that we've got going on, but on a normal basis.
If you're in that group, hit me up. Okay, thanks.
I add them to Live Amplified. I send them the link to Live Amplified after I've invited them so they have easy access to it. All they got to do is click, accept the invite. When they are in there, I tag them in 3 things. And these are the 3 things that I tag them in every single time. Okay? And I don't tag them in much more than 3 things. If I do, I might tag them in a 4th, and that's very rare. But usually I tag them in 3 things because remember, you don't want to overwhelm them. If they want to scroll through all the rest of the stuff on their own time, they absolutely can. But you're not going to overwhelm them at first. I tag them in the video that I did where I'm talking about why Velovita is unique. Then I tag them in the overview post that basically just gives a quick, written out overview of why this place is awesome. And then I tag them in Mary's video on how we make money, because money talks. And so I tag them in how we make money, business information and overview, how we make money. And
the way that you make money in MLMs is by recruiting. Done. Video done.
Then if they very specifically ask for it, I might tag them in the video that Mary did about the product. That's it. And then after I tag them in those things, I voice message. And I say, hey, I just tagged you in a few things. It's going to tell you all the stuff. Of course, there's a lot of things in this group. Feel free to browse around, but I tagged you in the most pertinent information. When are you going to have a chance to take a look at this? And then I let them set the follow-up time. If they're looking at it right now, awesome. I always say, depending on the time of day, I always let them know that I'm busy, right? Which 99.9% of the time I am, right? But it's posturing. You want to make sure that you're postured. You are a business owner. You are a CEO. You are busy, okay? So whenever they say, oh, I'm going to look at it at such and such time, or I'm going to look at it right now, I usually respond with, oh, okay, awesome. I'm getting ready to go into a meeting, so I'm going to check in with you in about an hour. That's it. That's it.
A business meeting? I can't. We're just going to keep going.
That's it. And then whatever time, and then if they say, obviously if I'm going to look at it tonight when I put the kids to bed, I'm going to look at it tomorrow, whatever the case may be, check in with them at whatever time they set. Okay? Then after I check in with them, whenever it's follow-up time, whatever time they set, I say, hey, did you have a chance to take a look at the stuff that I tagged you in? Remember, we're not small talking people. There's no reason to small talk people. The sales conversation is already going. So you can get right to the point. That saves people time. People don't want you to waste their time asking them, small talk stuff when it doesn't really matter. They know why you're there. They know why you're messaging them. They know what you're asking for, right? So I don't small talk. I say, hey, did you have a chance to take a look at that information that I tagged you in? And then I let them respond, either yes or no. If it's a no, then I'm like, hey, no problem. I understand life gets busy. When do you think you're going to have a chance to take a look at it? And then I just set another follow-up time. And I continue to set time until they have a chance to take a look at the information, right? If it's a yes, yeah, I did take a look at it. Awesome. What was your favorite thing? What resonated with you? What did you love? And then they're telling me all the things that they loved. And then after they're telling me all the things that they loved about what they saw, it's the same thing, guys. I'm telling you. I voice message. And I say, that's awesome. I loved all of those things too. It sounds like you're ready to jump in.
You know what's crazy to me about this is she's got team members on here that she used these scripts, because that's essentially what they are, that she used these scripts on. And she's telling them, don't worry about the outcome. They're going to say yes or they're going to say no, but who cares, whatever. I wonder how those team members feel. I wonder if they're thinking, hey, this is the same. She talked to me the same way and here I am. So basically, I just wonder if they're putting two and two together. Do you know what I mean? Lord.
That's it. And it's either going to be one of two things. It's going to be, yeah, actually I am. How do I get started? Tell me all the things. Then you can go into, here's our packages, here's the link, blah, 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 right? Or it's going to be, well, I don't know yet. No worries. Totally understand. What information do you need to help you make a decision, right? What questions do you have? How can I help you?
What do you need from me to help me close you to make the money from recruiting you? I feel like that's what she should have said.
And then whatever objections they have, whether it's time, whether it's money, whether it's whatever their objection is, help them overcome those objections. And again, if you need help with that, guys, three-way chats are bomb. Okay? Three-way chats are bomb. Not only is your upline going to help you close them, right? You can help see how the closing conversation goes and learn in action. But guys, social proof matters. When I get into a three-way chat and I can say, hey, I've been able to, quit my teaching job and I work from home now, or work from anywhere now. I'm available to my kids when they need me. I'm able to pay for all of their therapies, all the things that they need, right? ABA therapy, all.
You're available all the time? Whenever they need you? Now we know that that's not the case because you're on this training right now. And if your kids needed you, you would shush them out of the room. Why? Because I used to do it. We know that that's not true.
Blah blah blah, right? I'm able to support my entire family from this business. I'm able to, all of that stuff. That social proof matters. Okay? 3-way chats. Utilize them, especially when you're closing members, guys. Especially when you're closing members. And then after you've overcome their objections, it's remember, you're guiding them to a decision. Not necessarily a yes, let go of the outcome, guide them to a decision. Either yeah, I'm ready, or no, I'm not ready. And if they're not ready, that's okay. The timing has to be right for them. And when the timing is right, who is going to be on their brain? It's going to be you because you have the conversation. Plus, you write them down, 90 days from now, 60 days, 90 days from now, pop in again. And when I say follow up too, I don't mean that you're going to be like, hey, are you ready yet? Like, no, don't do that. Ugh. No, just keep the relationship going.
But aren't you still in the sales conversation? Like what you just said a few minutes ago was, we don't need to small talk, but now you're telling them to kind of small talk for the 90 or 60 day or 90-day follow-up. Yikes.
Check in with them. Hey, how's it going? Hey, I saw you just bought that new car. That's amazing. Congratulations. Do you love it? Just check in with them like a human. All right? That's all you got to do. And when the time is right for them, you are going to be the first person that they think of because you've already had that conversation and you are the one that is continuing that relationship. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Right? So we're relationship builders. We are
fake relationship builders. These are not genuine relationships. These are, I'm trying to learn what I can about this person so that I can close them to be a customer or to join my team so I can continue to make money off of their efforts. Let's call it what it really is. That's what this is all about. Ugh.
Professional friend makers. Okay. So this is how the conversation goes for customers, for members. Guys, I do the same thing every single conversation, every single time.
That's called a script. That's what that is.
This is why I have personally recruited hundreds. Guys, I'm telling you, it works. It works. Okay? So follow the sales flow of the conversation. Again, you don't have to be scripty with it. As a matter of fact, it's going to work a lot better if you use voice message, but jot down some notes, jot down some things. Next time you go into the conversation, like, use this guide. And I guarantee you, the more you practice it, the better it's going to be, the more people you're going to close, the more members you're going to get on your team, all the things, okay? Well, you're a beast, Melissa. I just saw that. So guys, that's it. I hope this was helpful. If it was, let me know, drop some hearts. Next Hump Day Huddle is going to be a special guest, and I'm super excited about it. Our very own Ivy Benefield is going to be talking to you guys about customer service. So I'm super excited about that one. I don't know what is going on in there. You could probably hear my son yelling. All right, I'm going to hop off here and I'm going to go deal with that situation. Anyways, love you guys. Have an awesome night. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Love you guys as long as you keep selling and recruiting. Love you guys as long as you keep doing what I want you to do and building your business and posting. And the second that you stop posting, I'm going to message you like, hey, how you been? I haven't talked to you in a while. Oh man, fake relationships. Yikes. That was really bad. You guys okay? Like, check in. Let me know how y'all are doing because I know it was a long one. Anyways, don't join an MLM. don't do it. There's no income disclosure statement for this company because they're a newer company. But I'm excited to dive into the comp plan, the CEO, and anything else that I can find. So if you have some information about this company and you would like to reach out, you can email me at Erin_Bees@yahoo.com. You can, if you have any videos or anything like that, the easiest way, honestly, is to upload it to a Google Drive and share it with my email. Again, Erin_Bees@yahoo.com. So if you have not already, please give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.